Time is the one thing that unites us all. Time is the one thing that you can never redo. Time is what ties us together. That's what this show is about. That's what life is about. How are you investing your time? Together, we can be the difference we need in our society. Together, we can take care of each other in a new way, in a better way, to help each other get the results that we want out of life. We are in this together, and that's what this show is.
Good morning, good morning, good morning! This is July 18th, 2024. There's our flag. We are off to do battle. Off to the economic war. I believe we're in an economic battle for America. And that's why I go to work. I look at life like a single player game and a team sport. So I call it a single player game because you're the only person in your brain. You're the only person who knows your background and your future, or thinks they know their future. But if you think you know your future, you can at least make decisions towards that future. And so I see everything we're going through as a economic war for the middle class. And the only way we'll win is as a team. That's why I do first person view videos, is because I'm a soldier. I am nothing more than a soldier in America's economic army. And I get up every day, I go to work, I do sales because sales is how I generate the most tax for other people. And the way I look at life is, if I can make other people money, they have to pay tax on it, and I don't. So my whole goal is, how can I make everybody else money and get everybody else paying more taxes, which in turn helps them play the game better. I look at tax strategy like the greatest game of hot potato in the world. So when a business owner's making more money, guess what? They are able to this is not working. Maybe he'll let me in. Thank you. Thank you. So in the economic army, we're all on the same team. And so if I help someone else make more money, they're going to cycle that money to their employees and throughout the economy. And so it's not about consolidating money into one person. It's about spreading money into as many people as you can. Because time is the thing that unites us. Time is the great equalizer. So if we look at life as how are we supporting each other through time, it gives us a great opportunity to go out and impact other people's lives just by the way we act, by the decisions we make and how we make them. So that's my mentality when I go through everything. And that's one of the reasons people look at me and say, Justin, how do you think you're successful? I think I'm successful because I'm doing exactly what I'm trying to do. Like, exactly. If you don't understand it, that's okay. It's not your life. It's my life. I'm the one who has to live with me. I'm the one who has to live with my choices and decisions. And so that's a big part of everything I do, is how do I bless as many people as possible, as quickly as possible. And that's the key, is as quickly as possible. Because in this war, speed is everything. speed to execution. And that's why people don't understand my blog and the way I do it. I am not doing it to follow any algorithm. I don't care about your algorithms. I don't care whether my videos get views or not. What I care about is how fast can I go from content creation to content production and distribution on a daily basis. That's why I do daily videos. My goal is at least one in the morning, one in the evening, splice them together after work. Rosie uploads them by the next day. And then we've got about a 1-day lag time between me living life and me distributing the life that I lived that day. That's how I believe you collapse time as a leader. You have to get everybody on the same page as you as to where you're going. I think every business owner should, on a regular basis, update every single employee in their company to the mission. Update them to the strategy. Update them on where are you going and how are you getting there. Because that's going to empower your employees to understand the direction, understand the goals, and understand how to think like you do. Think about how can we achieve this mission faster? How can we get there sooner? How can we take care of our customers better? And that's my whole goal in everything, is to get people to think differently. Think differently and think about time as the asset they're investing every day, rather than taking time for granted and taking their work for granted. No, your work is your shovel. It's your gun. Your work is the bullets that get you into the game in this economic war. You gotta work. But it's what you do once you work that really counts. And it's where you work that counts even more. So that's my whole goal, is to show people these are the decisions I'm making. These are why I'm making it. One of the reasons I love driving Uber. I woke up at 2 this morning and went and drove Uber for 3 hours because I couldn't sleep. One of the reasons I love driving Uber is because Uber collapses time amazingly well. Think about it. A random stranger calls you up, gets in your car, you build a conversation, you get paid to drive them where they're trying to go already, and then you can cash out. Uber lets their drivers cash out up to 5 times every day. So I can go from nothing to cash flowing into my bank account in the same day. There's almost no job on the planet that does that, unless you are a business owner, which, being an Uber driver, is being a business owner. It is being a 1099 subcontractor. And what you do in your car is your choice. So that's why the Charity Chariot is what I want to do, similar to Cash Cab when it comes to creating content and showing people how to be the difference and stuff like that. I can leverage driving Uber, which is bringing cash in immediately. It's meeting new people, with creating content around serving those people and helping those people to spread my message quicker, which in turn I believe will get people on board with my message and following the journey and wanting to be a part of everything I'm putting together. And that's how I collapse time. And then once we start getting on other podcasts and other radio shows and other stuff like that, we can collapse time faster and faster and faster, because one conversation can be listened to or viewed by millions of people in the virtual world, but in the real world, one conversation's one conversation. And so it's all about leverage. How do I leverage what I'm doing in the real world with what I've designed in the virtual world to get better results? So that's my strategy, and that's what I'm trying to do. And while I do all of that, my core job is service experts. And that's where I take care of my family. That's how I make the bulk of my revenue to pay rent, put food on the table, pay for kids' activities, all of that. And they support me. And so Secure Pacific supports me, I support them, and then I leverage everything I'm doing with my blog to get more people to support us. The ultimate goal is to drive leads for all the Secure Pacific brands across the U.S., which we're in the Northwest right now. My hope is they want to grow and grow through acquisition at some point in life. But who knows? Maybe they won't. And that'll be fine too. And if that's the case, I imagine someone who is doing security systems and is growing through acquisition will see what we're doing, or specifically what I'm doing, and say, hey, why don't we acquire Secure Pacific and get Justin's marketing for all of our branches across the US? I've never been accused of dreaming too small, in case you didn't know that. Anyways, that's what's been on my mind this morning. That's the quick strategy update. I'm headed into Secure Pacific. We've got a number of calls today. It is going to be a blast, and we'll talk to y'all soon.
Good evening, everybody. It is July 18th, 2024. It is a Thursday evening. I am at home, been working away. Had a great day. Had a good strategic partner meeting with ACS. There seems like there's a lot of potential opportunity there with what I'm doing with security and what they're already doing. They're already getting leads that we can work together. Yeah, it is. That was a great meeting. And then this afternoon I went to a B&I group and had a bunch of fun there. Got to reconnect with some old connections, some old friends, and that's going well. They're excited for my new role and opportunity and looking forward to supporting me then. And I had a friend from a career I have had in the past reach out, and we ended up connecting online and spent 2 hours together just talking about life. I got to update her on what I'm doing. She updated me on what she's doing. And really just worked on speaking into her life and helping her see some of the options she has in front of her. And she spoke into my life and let me talk through my vision for everything I'm doing and how that's all working. And it was really rewarding. It's been a very rewarding day. I feel as hard as everything is today, it won't always be hard. I mean, the hard will change. It will always be hard, but it won't always be this financial burden of how do I survive from today to the next day. So I feel very blessed. I feel blessed to have the people in my life who are in my life. I feel blessed that I am who I am and that I'm able to believe in me. And I know where I'm going, and I know I'm not there yet. And the only way to get there is to go through the pain of change, the pain of learning, the pain of being patient and letting things work the way they're designed to work. And so life just marches on, one day after another. It is a blessing to be alive in today's day and age. I feel very fortunate. So I just want to thank you all for being on this journey with me, being there while I figure out what I'm going to do when I grow up. But the only problem with that is I never want to grow up. So maybe that's why I can't ever figure out what I want to do. You never do know, do you? You never do know. Anyways, I just wanted to give an update before I headed off to bed and get up and do it all again tomorrow. If I can ever serve you or help you in any way, please reach out. We're all in this together. We are a team. And have a great night.
Thank you for tuning in to Life with Justin Stevens. If you would like to be a part of the change that I believe we need in society, I invite you to like and comment on this video. Share it with those that you think would benefit. And together, we can take care of each other in a new